guys, so this is my third video on my ABA journey, and today I'm going to focus on the interview of my master's. So what I think is important in an interview, and what I think worked for me and what I have also did wrong. So first of all, I got my interview for my master's, and it's so hard to tell with an interview. Like, I literally cried after because I thought I didn't do well. And I suppose it shows me how much I really wanted it, but you never really know, so don't be too hard on yourself. What I would say is make sure you, first of all, it was a Zoom interview, so it was very different. So a little tip actually for a Zoom interview, you can have notes there. So if there's things you really want to bring up, make sure you have like a little post-it up near where your eye line is. So you can make sure that you have those valid points that you want to bring up, and that you don't forget them. There's some things that I definitely had there and I definitely forgot, or I just didn't get the opportunity to bring them up, and I didn't feel like, and that's why I felt like I didn't show my best self. So that's one little tip that might help you. Another thing is, they asked me, what research I've done myself around ABA. So if you're going for a master's or any interview, really make sure that you have that. I mean, I've done loads of research. I've done it for the past year. But then when it came to it, I felt like I couldn't even explain what I'd done. I'd actually bought the syllabus and everything, and I was reading that. So make sure you have that, like that kind of, that you've actually researched into it. Second of all, they were asking me questions around why I wanted to do it. So make sure you have that succinct. So when I work with any business, we have a 60-second pitch, we have their why behind their business, we have their story behind their business. It's the exact same when it comes to interviews. They're going to ask you because they want to know why you're passionate about what you're going to do. They also wanted to know what my plan was for after, like what I hope to do with this, and how I could add to it. And having that, I did know that, in fairness, and that is something that the whole reason I'm doing it is my after plan, really. So have that, what is your plan after? Like, what are you hoping to gain from this master's? What are you hoping to give back from doing this master's? What are you going to use? How is it going to benefit? Because they want successful students as well. So you want to show that you're going to be a success. Any books you can read up on, any research you can find on your master's, find that, learn it, talk about it within the interview as well. And of course, they're going to help you, and they don't expect you to know everything, but if you have a few tidbits, it can be quite good. Tidbits? Is that a word? Anyway, it can be quite good. And I think, because it was Zoom, it was more relaxed, but I was still so nervous. So what I did before was I meditated, I went for a run, I had a really calm morning, and I got up super early. Like my interview was at 9:30. I got up at 7 just to kind of plan my day and get everything kind of in line to make sure I wasn't in any way nervous. I also went on to, so we were doing it through Teams. I went on to Teams before just to make sure that everything was working. I made sure that no one around me was going to be making too much noise. They all knew that I was going for the interview. There's no distractions whatsoever. Also in the background, as you can see right now, my hair's blowing, there's stuff in the background. Make sure that you have like no sound, nothing going on in the background, that they can focus on you. Now, there's not always, but there can be technical difficulties, and they will allow for that, but just eliminate as much as you can so you can focus on being the best you can be in that interview. The weekend before, even, I was like looking up a syllabus, I bought like highlighters, I was highlighting everything. But on the day, it's really about what you can remember and what you can talk about. So make sure you have all those things kind of prepared in front of you. You're prepared for it, so you can show your best self there. And obviously, I wore like a nice kind of shirt that, was professional looking. My hair was done well. I had my makeup done, all of that kind of stuff, just to show up like how I would show up to an actual interview as well. Because it's first impressions and all that good stuff. And I smiled and I had them laughing a little bit as well. So that's always good. Being positive and just really saying, if you don't know something, you know what, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm hoping to learn, and I would love to know more about that, and I'm willing to learn more about that. So that will be my main tips on masters. Mine was quite conversational. It wasn't like really intense. I know some can be more intense, and it can be important to find out a bit more about the college you're going to, the university, or even the people that are interviewing you. You need to know a little bit more about them, or the lectures that are going to be on the course. Also, the modules you're doing. It's good to look up to see what modules you'll be doing and what you would find interesting. And then always at the end, they asked me, did I have any questions, which I had loads. But make sure you do have questions because it shows that you're interested in what's happening as well. So hopefully that helps. If you're going for an interview of any sort, master's, job, whatever, message me below, comment below, let me know your tips. And if you need any tips, let me know if you need any help with it. Hope you're all having a great day.